A very good morning to all of you. So in the last class we were discussing about the anomalous behavior of lithium, and we have already covered all the physical as well as chemical properties of alkali metals. Okay, now if we talk about lithium and magnesium, it was founded that they have nearly the same physical and chemical properties. Okay, it was founded that lithium and magnesium have the same physical and chemical properties. Now what is the reason behind this? So if we talk about group 1 and group 2, so group 1 elements are, if we talk about except hydrogen, we have lithium. Here we have hydrogen, but it is not included in alkali metals because it is a non-metal. So lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium. Similarly, if we talk about group 2 element, then we have beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, okay, and barium. Okay, so these are the alkaline earth metals. Now as we all know, if we uh, go from top to bottom, okay, if we go from top to bottom, then atomic radius increases, okay, ionization energy decreases, electronegativity again decreases, metallic character increases, okay, and if we move from left to right along a period, then atomic radius decreases, okay, ionization energy increases. This is a general trend. There may be some exceptions also. There are a lot of exceptions, but in S block very less exceptions are there. So electronegativity increases, metallic character again decreases, okay. So on going from left to right, these changes are taking place. Similarly, on going from top to bottom, these changes are taking place. Now but if we move diagonally, what will happen? If we move diagonally, what will happen? As we all know, on going from left to right, there is a decrease, और ऊपर से नीचे जा रहा है increase हो रहा है. But अगर हम diagonally जाएं तो there will be no change. Okay? As we all know that इधर देखो मैग्नीशियम से लिथियम से मैग्नीशियम आ रहा है तो थोड़ा सा नीचे भी हो रहा है और लेफ्ट भी जा रहा है. इट मीन्स दीज टू इफेक्ट्स विल कैंसल ईच अदर. Okay, these two effects will cancel each other. That is why on moving diagonally there is a very less change or very negligible change in the physical as well as chemical properties. Okay, lithium also show similar chemical properties to that of magnesium, and this is known as diagonal relationship. Okay, similarly there are also some properties of sodium and calcium, like atomic radius are similar, but not as much as similar as that in case of lithium and magnesium. Okay, and this is known as diagonal relationship. Diagonal relationship. Okay, this is known as diagonal relationship. Okay, I hope the reason is clear to you all why they have the same physical and chemical properties. Okay, because on going diagonally, this increase in atomic radius is completely counterbalanced by the decrease in atomic radius as we move from left to right. Okay, so now I hope everything is clear. Now what are the properties which are similar in these two? Okay, so diagonal relationship between lithium and magnesium. Okay, diagonal relationship between lithium and magnesium. What are those? The first one is their atomic radius. They have nearly the same atomic radius. Okay, we have to remember 6 or 7 points. The second one is they have nearly the same electronegativity. Okay, electronegativity. Now they all form, sorry, they both form, okay, they both form only monoxides, only monoxides, okay. All others are able to form peroxide as well as superoxides. Now the fourth one is their hydroxides and carbonates are not stable to heat, are not stable to heat, okay. The if we talk about the other elements, their hydroxides and carbonates are stable, okay. But if we talk about MgCO3 or LiCO3, they can easily decompose into MgO plus CO2, okay. Similarly here we also have Li2O plus CO2. Similarly their hydroxides are also not stable, they also on heating gives MgO plus H2O. Similarly here also gives Li2O plus H2O, okay. So that is why they have similar properties. Now next point is their bicarbonates are highly soluble in water, okay, or their bicarbonates doesn't exist as a solid form, doesn't exist in solid form, okay, solid form, or we cannot extract them. It is not able to extract their bicarbonates because they are highly soluble, because they are soluble in water, they are soluble in water, okay. Now this is the fifth point. The sixth point is their nitrates, their nitrates on heating gives a brown color gas, brown color gas. Now this is a unique property of these two elements, that on heating the nitrates of these two elements, they give brown color gas, that is nitrogen dioxide, okay, N2O. So if we talk about LiNO3, then on heating it gives Li2O plus NO2 plus O2. Similarly, okay, this is the brown color gas NO2. Now if we talk about the seventh point, so the seventh point is on the basis of uh, their solubility, okay. So their compounds like oxalates, okay, like oxalate and phosphates, these are not highly soluble in water, okay. These are not much soluble in water, okay. So this is the seventh point. Or there may be some more points related to the similarity between these two their properties, like ionization energy, and maybe some other properties are also there, okay. But these are the main, okay, these 6 and 7 properties are the main properties, or okay. So now if we talk about the extraction of alkali metals, so extraction of alkali metals is not an easy task to do, okay. Extraction, how to extract the alkali metals, it is a very tough task because of their low reduction potential, okay. As we all know, so we are dealing with the extraction of, what are the problems which we all face while extracting the alkali metals, extraction of alkali metals, okay. Now it is not easy to extract them because of 2 or 3 reasons. The first reason is their reduction potential is very less, okay. So we cannot reduce them with the help of any reducing agent, okay. We cannot, as they have very low. Very low reduction potential means they will not undergo reduction. Okay, they will not undergo reduction by the help of any other reducing agent. Like if we talk about lithium, lithium is the most powerful reducing agent. Okay, so no other metal can no other metal can reduce lithium. Okay, so as they have very low reduction potential, they cannot be easily reduced by reducing agent, by any reducing agents. Okay, so it is not easy to reduce them with the help of any reducing agent. Now second is they are highly reactive. Or one more point is we cannot extract them with the help of electrolysis of their aqueous solution. Okay, it's not easy to extract. Okay, it's not easy to extract them by electrolysis of their aqueous solution. Okay, now what is the reason why we can't able to extract them with the help of electrolysis? Now if we talk about for example, if we have NaCl as an aqueous form. Okay, so in aqueous form we have Na positive ions, okay, Cl negative ions, and water is also there, no? Okay, so water is also there, so Na positive, Cl negative, and H2O. So in order to extract this Na positive will get it will get oxidized. Okay, it will get oxidized at anode. Okay, sorry, at cathode, because it is positively charged and cathode is negatively charged. So Na positive at cathode there are two possibilities. Okay, the possibilities are two. This Na positive can easily accept electron at cathode and changes into Na solid. Okay, and we can easily extract Na positive, Na solid. And water can also take 2 electrons to give H2 gas plus 2 OH negative. Okay, so these are the two possibilities. Now this reaction doesn't take place and this reaction takes place. What is the reason? Because here reduction takes place, na? These two reactions are reduction, and the E naught value of this reaction, this water reaction, is minus 0.83 volt, and for this reaction it is I don't know the exact value, it is less than that. Okay, it may be minus 1.23, okay, volt. Okay, or like it may be 2 or for in case of lithium it is minus 3.01. Okay, in case of sodium it may be I think 2. Okay, minus 2 के करीब होता है, and the value for water, reduction potential for water, is minus 0.83. so this reaction takes place and this reaction doesn't take place, and this Na positive will remain in the solution. Okay, so due to their very low reduction potential we cannot easily extract them from their aqueous solution by electrolysis. So we have to take their molten solution. Okay, we have to take their molten solution in order to do electrolysis. Or and उसमें भी हमने chlorides ही लेने होते हैं because chlorides are more volatile. Okay, so these are the some you can say these are the some problems which we are facing while extracting the alkali metals. Okay, they are highly reactive and we cannot do displacement reaction also. Okay, they are very if we try to reduce them, okay, it is not possible because magnesium is less reactive than lithium. Okay, so they are even more reactive metals, so we cannot do the displacement reaction also. Okay, so these are the some problems of extraction of alkali metals. Okay, so this much is enough for the alkali metals. Now let's move on to the alkaline earth metals. Okay, so now I am just giving you a brief introduction about the alkaline earth metal, otherwise the video will become longer. Okay, so if we talk about alkaline earth metals, so calcium among the alkaline earth metals is the most abundant. It is the fifth most abundant element, alkaline earth metals, that is barium, magnesium, calcium, strontium and sorry, this is beryllium. Okay, this is barium. Now calcium is the most abundant element. Now if we talk about the first property, that is atomic radius. So as we move from left to right, okay, as we move from left to right, atomic radius, the atomic radius decreases on moving from left to right. So they all have less or low atomic radius. Okay, they have small atomic radius as compared to alkali metals. Okay, so they have smaller radius than alkali metals. Okay, and as we move from top to bottom, okay, as we move from top to bottom, the atomic radius increases. Okay, on going from top to bottom, atomic radius increases. Okay, and we all know the reason. The reason is the shell number increases. Okay, and this will counterbalance, or this will overweights the effect of increase in the nuclear charge. Okay, we all know that as the number of protons increases, nuclear charge will increase, which leads to the decrease in the atomic radius, but the effect of increase in the number of shell is more as compared to the increase in the nuclear charge. Okay, so this is a very common property. The second property is their ionization energy. Okay, and this is very important property, their ionization energy. So if we talk about the first ionization energy, okay, the first ionization energy, so the first ionization energy of alkali metal is less as compared to that of magnesium. Okay, for example, here we have group number 1, that is lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium. Okay, now if we talk about first ionization energy, so first ionization energy of the alkali metals, okay, alkali metals की अगर हम first ionization energy की बात करें, so that is less than that of alkaline earth metals. Okay, it is easily understood because alkaline earth metals have small size. Okay, तो इसकी ionization energy कम ही होगी, but the second ionization energy of alkali metal is high. Okay, the second ionization energy of alkaline earth metal is high. Okay, so what is the reason? alkali metals की जो second ionization energy है is high as compared to the alkaline earth metals. Oh, now what is the reason? Okay, why it has second ionization energy higher? Because after losing one electron, after making cation +1, okay, after forming +1 cation, they will get a noble gas configuration. Okay, all alkali metals after losing one electron get a noble gas configuration. Now in order to eject the second electron, we have to supply a large amount of energy, near about 4000 kilojoule per mole of energy is required to eject an electron. Okay, from +1 cation. Okay, from a cation. okay, from a monoatomic cation of alkali metals. Okay, so it is not easy to eject electron, the second electron from alkali metals, because after losing one electron they will get a noble gas configuration. Now in case of, that is why their second ionization energy is very high. Okay, this is the first reason. The second reason is why alkaline earth metals, as the size of these metals is low, is small as compared to the alkali metals, then why they have low ionization energy? The reason is that after losing one electron, okay, after losing, if we talk about magnesium, after losing one electron, it will change into Mg positive plus one electron. Now it has 11 electrons. Okay, now if it again lose one electron, if it again lose one electron, it gets changes into Mg2 positive plus 2 electron, okay, with 10 electron configuration. Now this is noble gas configuration. Okay, so they have a the ease of removal of second electron is very high. Okay, the tendency to remove the second electron is very high, because after the after losing second electron they can easily acquire the noble gas configuration. That is why they have a large tendency, they have a high tendency to lose the second electron as compared to the first electron. Okay, they have a high tendency as compared to alkali metals to lose the second electron. Okay, so this is all about the ionization energy, and we all know as we go top to bottom the ionization energy will decrease. Now if the third property is hydration energy. Okay, so this is the last property which we are discussing, which we are going to discuss today, and then the rest of the properties we will discuss in the next lecture. Now what is hydration energy? Hydration energy हमने alkali metals में भी पढ़ा था. It is the amount of energy released when gaseous ions dissolve in water. Okay, and when we take the gaseous ions, cations as well as anions in water. Okay, so especially in case of cation the energy gets released. So if we talk about Mg2 positive, okay, if we talk about Mg2 positive, this is also a property which is shown by both lithium and sodium. They have very high hydration energy. Okay, they have very high hydration energy as compared to the other elements which are present in group 1 as well as group 2. Okay, because of their small size. Now Mg2 positive has 2 positive charge. Okay, it has 2 positive charge. Now Mg positive is also the formation of Mg positive is also possible, but the ease to form Mg2 positive is very high, and the reason behind this is also hydration energy. Okay, one reason is that they will get noble gas configuration, but the other reason is also there, that due to high second electron, in order to eject second electron from a positive charge ion is very tough. Okay, because this positive charge can easily bind that electron. It will not allow the second electron to eject because of opposite charge. Okay, the first step is Mg gives Mg positive plus electron. This is simple step because we are ejecting the electron from a neutral species, but the second step is very tough to occur. Okay, in order to eject electron from a positively charged species. So due to opposite charge of electron as well as that of cation, this cation will not allow the electron to eject. Now the concept of hydration energy comes into picture. Okay, this hydration energy allows this electron to eject. Okay, it will outweighs the ionization energy, the second ionization energy, because after the formation of Mg2 positive, okay, we have to supply IE2 which is very high, okay, as compared to IE1. But when this Mg2 positive gets dissolved, okay, when we take it in water, a large amount of hydration energy is released. Okay, a large amount of hydration energy is released which outweighs the effect of the ionization energy, the second ionization energy. That is why this step is very very favorable. Okay, that is why this whole steps, the formation of Mg2 positive is favorable due to this hydration energy. Okay, now I hope everything is clear. Okay, this hydration energy, value of this hydration energy is very very high. Okay, otherwise the reaction will stop over here. Okay, जो रिएक्शन है वो यहीं पे स्टॉप हो जाती है बिकॉज इट इज वेरी टफ. वी हैव टू सप्लाई सम एनर्जी, ओके, इन ऑर्डर टू इजेक्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम Mg पॉजिटिव. ओके, हमें अपनी तरफ से वर्क करना पड़ता, दैट इज नॉट अ फेवरेबल थिंग. ओके, हमें अपनी तरफ से कोई वर्क नहीं करना चाहिए. वी हैव टू टेक द एनर्जी फ्रॉम सम अदर सोर्सेज लाइक हाइड्रेशन एनर्जी. ओके, तो इन सब सोर्सेज से हमें एनर्जी लेनी चाहिए लाइक इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी. So in case of oxygen also, if we talk about the second ionization energy, we have to supply a large amount of energy which is even higher than the energy which is released in the first step. Okay, so we are in a loss. Okay, so this is all about the hydration energy. In the next lecture we will discuss about some more properties like we have melting point, boiling point, density, and the formation of oxides and their reactivity, E node value. Okay, a lot of things are we have to discuss about the alkaline earth metals similar to that of alkali metals. Okay, we'll also discuss their solubility, which is the most important part. Okay, as we have discussed in alkali metals, जहाँ पे हमने हाइड्रोक्साइड की solubility, कार्बोनेट्स की, बाइकार्बोनेट्स की, हेलाइड्स की डिस्कस करी थी. Similarly, we will discuss about the solubility of alkaline earth metals also. Okay, about the lattice energy. Okay, so I hope you found this lecture helpful, and thank you so much for watching the lecture.